Also, running 3 Squawkabillys, I think, is absurd. Brute Bonnet, or what I think is more important is there's no way. It happened. Well. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Haychie, the Pokemon channel. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we have a deck that I love this Pokemon. This, I think, is peak Pokemon design. Everyone says Gen 1 is great. Gen 1 has, like, Diglett, Hypno. There are some misses. Klawf is perfect. I love Klawf. When I first saw him, when I was doing my first playthrough of Scarlet Violet, I loved him. I picked him up. I wanted him. He's great. And now we're playing with him with the Pokemon TCG. So what his attack is Unhinged Scissors. He's a very unhinged Pokemon, if you can tell by his eyes. He does 30 plus 160 if he is damaged by a special condition. Which, honestly, like, I think it was yesterday or maybe the day before, I did a video where I did the poison package with Pecharunt and all them. I wanted to do it again, because, man, I like the poison package. It's a fun deck where you go in and out with Latias. We even run 2 Latiases in here. I should say, this deck is not built by me. It is built by Viti Golero? That's Belgian, right? Yeah, Belgian. I'm sorry. I struggled. My English is a hard language, and that is not the easiest one to read. But thank you for the deck list. This is from a big tournament. They went 3-3. Pretty good. Like, I mean, you can't complain. They dropped after it, so they probably lost the last round and was just like, I'm out. Yeah. They were 3-2, and they're like, I have a chance of top cutting, and then 3-3, it's time to go. And that happens quite often in tournaments. But they have a fun deck, and I wanted to try it out. Like, I like the poison package a lot. I love Klawf. I'm excited. So obviously in this deck, you're supposed to be drawing a lot with Mega Kangaskhan. You run the Lillie's Clefairy because A, hits Dragapult, obvious reasons, but B, we run 3 Psychic Energies, and we want to be running extra, like a different kind of energy because we want to run Crispin, because Klawf requires 2 energies. So with Crispin, you need to have 2 different basic energies. So, like, we can't use Crispin to get Jet Energy. We need Crispin for these 2 guys, the Dark and the Psychic. The Dark is going to be used for Patch. Obviously, we could also build up Mega Kangaskhan. There's a lot of just different attackers in here. The 2 Latias is because, obvious reasons, Latias is very important in this deck. And if it's prized, you're in trouble. I think there's I think it's reasonable to throw in a Latias and a Pecharunt EX. But you don't have, you need the Latias. Maybe not. I think I'm overthinking that one. Pech isn't bad for this, but you also don't run air balloons, so probably not. I think this deck is fine. I'm excited to try it out. I like the poison package with Perilous Jungle, Binding Mochi, the Brute Bonnet. If you don't know how to get the poison on, once during your turn, if this Pokemon has an ancient booster energy capsule attached to it, you make both active Pokemon poisoned. So A, you're poisoning yourself, which helps with Binding Mochi, but B, you're poisoning your opponent, which does damage, and then you could stack it up. And if you knock them out with the poison specifically, they do not get the Pheasantipity draw. That is important. Also, running 3 Squawkabillys, I think, is absurd. We're changing that. That is too much for my liking. 2 is good. 2 is fine and dandy. If I see, what would I be like? Oh, we should add that in. Honestly, Pokegear doesn't seem like a bad thing to add in here, does it? There's a lot of supporters. I like the Pokegear. Screw it. I don't know if we could do, let's just do gear. My coffee's blocking my left arm from being able to do it, so we're just grabbing the Pokegear and throwing it in. So we're changing it up a tiny bit. We'll see how that goes. 3 Squawks is too much. I'm the front, I'll say it. We got a coin flip win. Would I like to go first? Yes. I don't know. We run the Carmine, so that screams yes. We run the Squawk, that screams yes. But then also, like, we could attack turn 1 if we wanted to with Crispin. So it's I think we're good either way, actually. This is one of those decks that is ideal where you can actually, like, going first or second doesn't matter too much. So you kind of get to play around what you think your opponent's playing, and then you can choose from them. Now, that doesn't come into play really in best of ones when you don't know your opponent's deck. Like, what the Pokemon TCG Live is. But in best of threes, and you know what your opponent's playing, either on game 2 or game 3, that does change things a tiny bit. This hand is bad. Give me a nice Nest Ball. Give me a Carmine. Thank you. Now from here, what would I like to do? This, because there's no reason not to. We're discarding it. I do think it's important to get going early. We got the Nest Ball to be able to get the Brute Bonnet, or what I think is more important is There's no way. It happened on game 1. I changed one of the 3 Squawks to Pokegear, and on game 1, I prized both Squawks. The odds of that is absurd and actually upsetting. I'm actually mad. Damn. Can someone do the math for me really quickly? So the math is easy if you have one Pokemon and you prize it. It's a, what is it, 1 in 10? Because there's 60 cards, there's 6 cards that go in there. But if you have 2, that's getting them both prized is insane. Dude, I've never been punished that quickly before for making, like, I guess I'm turning it back to 3, but really, I don't even, I don't know. It's interesting because, like, our hand sucks, but also, like, we have Mega Kangaskhan to draw 2 extra cards. So next turn, we're going up to 6 cards, so we should be able to get something decent out of it. But man, both Squawks? Both? We're probably gonna get Zacianed here, is my guess. Splashing Dodge, 10 damage, flip a coin if heads prevent. That's an annoying attack, but the Trevenant does something cool. I faced this deck before, and I don't remember what the Trevenant did. Okay. He's KOing the Petch. That's fine. That's actually very much okay. Oh, there's a switch. So he didn't need the air balloon, he just needed the switch. Okay, well, he doesn't have much going. He didn't play a supporter. Oh, he did. He played Boss's Orders. I was going to say, so that's not a supporter instead, but it could be. He could have just chose the Boss's Orders instead. Luckily, we do have the Petch in hand. We do not run Pheasantipity. We do run Counter Catcher, though. Let's draw 2. We can bump the Postwick, which is nice. Alright. I mean, like... Dude, this is the worst first game of my life. Oh. I have to hope that stalls for a turn. That's really it. He only had 2 cards, but I know he's got Lily's Determination. I just know. There's things that you know, and I know that Lily's Determination is in hand right now. It's how the world works. Punish me. Punish me. Oh, it was... It was almost a... It's actually better than a Lily's because they already took a prize card. I deserve this. Luckily, Air Balloon doesn't help too much. Well, I mean, it helps, but not... Really? Damn. Okay. I need to Boss's Orders him out or Counter Catcher? Draw 2, see what we hit? Because right now we're doing nothing. There's Nest Ball. Let's start with that, I guess. Brute Bonnet, probably? I mean, we can't even attack. This is the worst game of my life. Well, we don't need to attack, which is kind of nice. But yeah, let's play the Ancient Booster, because we're just going to retreat out to you now. Ancient Booster. Precious Trolley thins out a little bit, which is nice. We'll grab the Klawf. I love saying Klawf, I'm sorry. It might be Mega Kangaskhan is the correct choice, but I'm going to grab the Pets just in case. I think that's the better play, maybe? I don't know. I'm just here. If I didn't attach Binding Mochi, I'd be able to attack with him, because I could attach the Counter Catcher, but I'm an idiot. I'm learning this deck, and I'm kind of tilted. And I should have poisoned him first. Okay. We're also not KOing him this turn. We're KOing him the following turn. Because he bumped our stadium. I'm a disaster. Okay, this is my worst game I think I've ever played in my life. And I deserve it. I deserve it. I'm going to say it. I deserve it. There's karma in life, and this is one of those moments. We're not out of this game yet, which is nice. Possibly Ultra Ball to get out Trevenant. It gets rid of the poison. Also Trevenant, switch. That also gets rid of the poison. Please switch to the Snorlax. Oh, never mind. So he can KO him with... Yeah, he's got enough to KO him. And the splashing dodge. Dang, dude. I have been cooked. I think we're gonna need a bosses, or how many... We don't have any more counter catchers. We're always bringing you up so we can draw 2. We haven't drawn a Crispin. There's a Colress Tenacity, so at least we have something we can do. Which something is better than nothing. It's the question of, do I want a Colress Tenacity and grab an energy card and just attach for turn, which isn't a bad play. I'm kind of down for that. I think it sets us up for a future turn, and then we have the Carmine in hand to use for a later point in this game. We'll grab you. Attach to you, so next turn we just need an energy. If he bumps it, we can bump the stadium back again. And now we are going to poison first, the correct way, because that Petch would still be alive if I wasn't an idiot. Bring you up. Now the Phantom dies because of the Perilous Jungle. So much better turn. Fezzidipity's not in play. That's great. We're still behind heavily on prizes, and unfortunately we are on odd prizes, which is not good. Yep. And we need a 33% chance of getting a Squawk from our prizes there. That's crazy. Ah! Next prize, we have a 20% chance up to that 25%. Yada, 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 yada. Oh, the Tatsugiri. Can I don't think I could just do 10 damage randomly. Let's Klawf second attack. This Pokemon's now burned. Okay. I see the synergy on that. Okay, I want to read what you do. Horrifying Revenge. Yes, he does a massive amount of damage. This is why Hops is getting good. Like, I'm seeing a lot more Hops, is because of the Trevenant. Horrifying Revenge does 30 plus 100, which is 130, if you can't do basic math. If one of your Pokemon were not... If one of Hop's Pokemon was knocked out last turn. Which doesn't sound great, but it does do numbers with 130, 160, Stadium, 190, Hop's Choice Band, 220, and you don't need an energy. It's pretty good. And also, that was big for me. Just gonna attach that. I don't like the idea of getting rid of the Perilous Jungle, but I think we're going to. Honestly, I genuinely think we are gonna lose this game. Just because of the Mega Kangaskhan, and I can't really pick him up. Eventually, he will get knocked out by something. Get that down. Get that down. Toxic Powder, and we're gonna retreat the Petch out. Retreat and bring up the Klawf. And pass. So he gets knocked out of the poison. We have a 120 Klawf up there just chilling. Klawf will get wrecked by Trevenant, but this allows, or Cramorant. But potentially we can get a... If Klawf gets knocked out, we bring up Kangaskhan. We get 2 draws at the boss's orders. Which we've not seen a single one yet, which is good for us right now. So the odds are decent that we get there. Nest Ball for... We don't really need anything. Bloodmoon Ursaluna should be our last attacker. That's not bad. That gives us a heavy... Or not a heavy chance, but a good chance at drawing into bosses. Yeah, there we go. So let's think about what we're doing here. Klawf is doing... Special condition. Don't you move from me. I think Klawf is knocking him out. But we're bringing up Mega Kangaskhan regardless, so we could draw 2. But we want to target down the Zacian. Hops Camera becomes useless once we take those 2 prizes. I think we're just winning this game. Luckily enough. Let's draw 2. I didn't think we were going to win this game at all. I thought we were doomed from the get-go, but here we are. In the get-go, not doomed. I'll get you down. Yeah, I'll get you down. So, KO him. Wait, do we KO him? We're doing 190, 230. Yeah, we're doing way more than enough. And then we have the poison. So, retreat. Bring you up. Boss's orders. Hobzation. Toxic powder. We're doing 230 and then an extra 30 with the poison. He doesn't have an attacker, which is really good. The issue now is boss's orders, KO with Trevenant on the Mega Kangaskhan, and he wins the game. I would have liked an Iono there, but we don't even run Iono. So... it wasn't really an option, unfortunately. And he's got the Tatsugiri, but he doesn't have a retreat right now. He just needs an energy to retreat, and he doesn't need an energy for Trevenant because of the Hop's Choice Band. Attacks used by Hop's Pokemon do 30 more damage and cost 1 colorless less, which means this is free. So he's doing 130, 160 because of Choice Band, 190 because of Snorlax. He would just need the Stadium, and that is not a boss's orders. Counter Catcher is still in play, though. I don't know if they run it, though. So... that's not good. That's really bad. Yeah. Does he have the Stadium? Do you have it? You got it? You're gonna Lillies for it? You're gonna Lillies for it? Whiff. 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 No Postwick. You played 2? You played 2. You definitely don't run more than 2. But they didn't draw it. I don't think he's got draw from... does he? Does he have draw? That's a boss's orders in the future. We don't have a way at lethal right now. He's doing 190 if my math is correct. So we're alive at 10. Still alive, but I'm barely breathing. We have to unhinge Scissors. We'll attach to you. There's nothing that I'm looking for as far as item cards go, so we're just gonna Carmine. And we're gonna be attacking. I'm hoping to get an energy here. No. Okay, well, retreat. Bring you up. I wish I was able to boss's orders, grab the Wooloo, but I missed. I did draw with Kangaskhan, right? Did I miss the draw? No, I didn't. Okay. So I didn't misplay, thank God. I needed to kill the Wooloo, if anything. Although he doesn't have an attacker right now. So that is an upside. But he does have the Tatsugiri to get another Lillies or research. Like, over here, Cramorant can't attack. If your opponent doesn't have exactly 3 or 4 prizes remaining, this attack does nothing. So I have 1 prize remaining, so it's doing exactly nothing. He top-decked it. That's so funny. He's grabbing the Double. Double works as a boss's orders when you play him. Unless he's grabbing an attacker. Because even if he's got 1 energy, I don't know what Double does as attack. Yeah, okay, so he's not attacking. He needs something that could do 10 damage, which is just straight up like Phantom. So Night Stretcher should get him there. He's grabbing my King. Night Stretcher. I don't deserve that win. I don't deserve that win. I don't deserve that win. I deserve to be punished, and I don't get punished. I don't know what just happened. I don't think my opponent played that perfectly, but I'll take it. I'll gladly accept it. We're changing this live back on stream. I'm going right back to... First game, I got punished for thinking that 2 squawks were enough. Apparently, you can never have enough squawks. Sorry. I don't know. Dude, the last game feels like so long ago. But by the way, we are 4 subs away from 500. If you could subscribe, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for the continued support. We're so close. We're almost there. And other fun news. Did I already say this? Dude, it feels like the first game was like a year ago. But I went to a pre-release yesterday, and I have to show you guys... I don't know if I even said this yet. I might be going insane. I don't think I did. Yeah, I don't think I did. I went to a pre-release yesterday, and I went to 2 total pre-releases. The first pre-release, Splenchio, we're gonna Nest Ball for probably the Latias, right? Maybe the Kangaskhan? You see the monkey? Yeah, let's grab the Kangaskhan so I could draw more. So we'll get the Squawk down. Binding Mochi on you. Get you up there. So next turn, that means we can Crispin and get out of there. Question is, Binding Mochi you? I mean, we're discarding it, so yeah, we might as well. I don't know if Binding Mochi will ever come in handy on him. It might be Counter Gain was better for that. Nice! Klawf! I think we just want to Carmine. We don't know what we're facing. I don't want to play Lil's Clefairy. We can grab him later with Night Stretcher if I need to. The question is, do I want to poison? If I hit Latias, I definitely do. I did not. I don't think I do. We would do 20 damage unless I wanted to play the Perilous Jungle, but I'd rather hold it to bump. But, okay, so sorry, I went to a pre-release yesterday, I went to one on Saturday, I went to one on Monday. Look at her. Look at her! She's so cute! I was very excited to pull that. Okay, we are facing Dragapult. Which kind of sucks for my hand. But Badoo we KO nicely with... Hey, hey, hey. My Klawf! No Badoo? Oh. Unhinged Scissors. Arven for Nest Ball to get our Precious Trolley. And you. Come on, give me my Latias. Thank you, kind sir. We can now... Okay, so he's gonna run 2 stadiums. He's gonna have the 2 jamming towers. So we're gonna play you. So we should be winning the battle of poison, no problem now. I'm not gonna be able to attack this turn, which sucks, but we can get a lot of damage down on the monkey, which is fantastic, and I'll take that. We'll get the Psychic on you. Oh, we are gonna want the Lilie's Clefairy. Oh, I'm an idiot. I didn't think about that. Okay, we do run Night Stretcher, right? We don't! Okay, this is my 2nd game with it, and I'm sucking. I have a Counter Gain on you. I don't think it's gonna come in handy, but we don't have any more Binding Mochi, so it doesn't matter. And end turn. So we force him to retreat or the monkey gets KO'd, which is great. That's good for us. That means if he attaches an energy, he's losing an energy attachment. which is very important for Dragapult. And he had a bad turn 1, where he used the boss's orders, and I got out of it fairly easily with Precious Trolley. Badoo and Dreepy. Duskull. We don't run Psyduck in this deck, so that could be annoying. The fact that he hasn't played down a single energy yet is massive for me. We're gonna Poison, and then we're gonna retreat out to Kangaskhan, because he dies from the Perilous Jungle, so we don't need to worry about the extra thing. We just want to get the 2 extra draws here because our hand is not doing anything right now. It's better than nothing, but not by much if we're being honest with ourselves here. I don't need Nest Ball. I just... Get that on you. And pass. He's not going to have Pheasantipity still. This is where it's really good. Early game, like, Dragapult can be really scary because of the 3 extra cards they draw with Pheasantipity, so all of a sudden, a Nest Ball into Fez, into Neo Upper Energy, into Dragapult, into me dying is essentially what happens a lot. But right now, it's still possible for all of that except for the Fez, because he's got the 2 Dracloaks. Now he's got 1. The other GB can't evolve this turn. That's fine. My hand sucked. I was just gonna Arven for nothing again. Latias, Colress is Tenacity, so if he bumps my Stadium, we can grab another one, which is good. We can also, we grab an energy with it. But honestly, if we just KO the Duskull, I think we're in a good spot. I'd like to KO the Dracloak on the one of the Dracloaks. I'd prefer the one with the energy on him. Draw. Give me something. Give me bosses. That's not a bosses. Let's just Colress. Thin the deck out a little bit. We're going to attach to you because this keeps Crispin in play. If we get Iono'd, Crispin can still be used on that. We're going to Poison now. Once again, he's not going to have the Pheasantipity draw, which is really good for me, especially because he doesn't have a single Duskull down. He's got no Coals. No Dusks. Something good? Nope. He can boss his orders, grab our Brute Bonnet, and honestly, we run 3, so I don't remember if the last one's prized or not. No, I feel like we had it in hand and we got Iono'd. So honestly, KOing the Brute Bonnet might be brutal for us. But we need 1 less heads with Mega Kangaskhan in order to KO Dragapult because we have the Binding Mochi. Yeah. Yer. So we just need to KO 1 Pokemon and then Dragapult. That's how we win this game. That's fine. That's fine. I think it's too late for Duskull if I'm being honest with him. Okay, maybe not too late anymore. My precious Perilous Jungles! My precious Jungles! I needed those for reasons. Okay. He's probably... Yeah, he's definitely KOing our Petch this turn. Although, he needs an energy. He needs a Fire Energy or a Luminous. I didn't KO. I didn't KO. I poisoned you. I have to give the thumbs up. No, I don't. No, I don't. Don't be mean. Don't be mean. Don't be mean. He didn't KO us. Oh. I mean, before I do anything, let's draw. Okay, we're gonna use a Crispin. I don't think we have 2 energies, we just have 1 yet, but it thins out the deck. Makes Iono in the future worse, so we'll take that. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Poison. So we're doing 40 more damage, so we're doing 240, 250 at least, which is nice. It is doing 40 more, right? It says 200 plus? Shouldn't it be 240 plus? Just give me 3 heads. Dang it. So am I doing 290? What? Okay, genuinely. Did I mess up somewhere? Shouldn't that be 40 more damage? I mean, either way, we KO him next turn, with just benching the... Oh, Pech will get knocked out. Nah, we'll be fine. I think we have this one, but... am I wrong? Or is that just a bug? Or am I dumb? Because he's poisoned. Attacks used by the poison Pokemon this card is attached to. So that's... do 40 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. The effect of that comes into play only when he's on the bench. I think that's a bug? So he's knocking out our Pech, which is actually really annoying because Pech... Okay. I don't think that was it. I think that was a very incorrect play. We're gonna Arven. Thin the deck a little bit. Maybe the Premium Power Pro? Oh, doesn't matter at this point. Counter Gain onto nothing. We'll save it for later. Bring you up. He's now taking 6, so he's going to die to poison, so Phesantipity's not in play again. I don't want to attach a Dark Energy anywhere. I just want to pass. I'm chilling. He can't use Dusclops. He can't use Dusknoir. He needs Neo Upper Energy. He can't draw 3 off the Pheasantipity. All the KOs this game have been with poison. So him playing the Pheasantipity was just incorrect. It also gives an easy KO for Klawf. Our GOAT. The GOAT! The one, the only GOAT. How many bosses orders have we played? 1. So there's still 1, right? Yeah, there's still 1 in the deck or here. I haven't checked if it's prized or not. There's the Neo Upper, so he's got it. He hasn't played a supporter yet, so he can still do some crazy shenanigans. He should have KO'd the Pech last turn rather than put 60 on. I understand that he wanted to put 60 on him because he's able to KO him with Jamming Tower. But now he still needs to choose between KOing him or him. Unless he's got Hawlucha, which is reasonable. Mega Kangaskhan's going down. Klawf is going down. We might have lost this now. Bloodmoon Ursaluna can still attack. We can't poison him. We might be able to get... Oh, that's massive! Damn! He got the Hawlucha. Okay, so he sees his win con. He's got 4 more prizes he's taken here. Dang, that was a massive turn. Even without the Pheasantipity draw, he got there. Now, what do I need? We don't run Pheasantipity, so I'm not going to be able to draw that much off of him. It could be a draw into Mega Kangaskhan. He cannot KO any of our Pokemon with the 60 damage from Dragapult. So he needs bosses. Ugh. It's got to be the Kang. It's got to be the Kang. Hope he doesn't have bosses. Counter Catcher's not in play. He's run 1. Good to see what we hit off of this. Right now, Klawf is just doing 30 damage, which ain't enough. That ain't enough either. He doesn't have lethal on board. He's got draw with Dracloak, and that's it. If he's got the bosses, he just grabs any of them and they're dead. But like I said, right now the 60 damage doesn't do it, so he has to have exactly bosses, or just Counter Catcher doesn't do it. That's fine. Next turn, boss's orders can potentially get me there. Can it? Okay, we bought ourselves another turn. We would need... We need a lot here, but we get 3 draws at it. That doesn't hurt. That hurts! Okay. Is there any way I can stall? No. Damn! Wow, I got rat raced out of this. One massive turn, and it was all because of Jamming Tower, taking out the Brute Bonnet. Without it, we probably get there. Just double thinking. Yeah, no, we might have gotten there. Perilous Jungle. Ring you up. Spam click and hope it glitches. Dang. Not a great game. I mean, it was a good game until it wasn't. The Jamming Tower can be clutch so often. Damn. I feel like those are like the 2 perfect games that you can have with this, because it shows the ups and it shows the downs. And the downs were the fact that I just didn't draw well late game, which I'm going to say, maybe having a Pokegear instead of Squawk would have helped there. Just throwing that out there. I don't know. I don't actually even remember if the last card or last hand actually had a Squawk in it. But that could have been a Pokegear. Could have been. Could have been. We were close on that game, but it shows that it can win and what it can do exactly. There was a lot of good cards like Counter Gain and Binding Mochi that I had to touch randomly. But this deck is pretty good. I don't hate it. It's just Dragapult is really, really good. And that's the issue with the current meta in the Pokemon TCG right now. Dragapult. And it's gonna be for another year. I just wish they would ban it. Like, I mean, he was popular when he first came out because of Regidrago. And then there's just been constant that. And then Monkey Dory came out. And then it just got worse and worse and worse. I just want it gone. When you see something that often, it's just time to let it go. Just let it go. But I'm excited for Honchkrow in the future. Articuno! Hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to try out this deck list, it'll be in the description. It's fun. If you haven't subscribed yet, please be sure to do so. We are now 3 away. We're 503 away from 1,000 as well. Thank you guys for getting out of here. Get a cleanse.